Alright, we have a special deck profile today for showcasing how ignorant can these three cards be in a format. Alright, we have our first place Zoodiac ignores everything and is ignorant turbo of the deck because this is just how this works. Piloted by our friend Timmy Turner here. Say hello, you can talk.
Zeus go burr. That's about all I got.
Another deck profile where people think I played this. Alright, so this is going to be massively ignorant. How do you play this deck? Watch this. Some people won't even believe how this works. Oh my god. Look at my skill. Oh my god. How did I just win the game?
In the words of Robbie Cole, Zeus and friends go hard.
They do go hard. This deck is so stupid good, like, honestly. How'd you, I see you only play 2 Borbo.
Yeah, I mean, just... Oh no, the Diablosis took one of my Borbos. What am I gonna do? Just slap another one down?
Yeah, as long as you know you're able to do your thing. So yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Yeah, it's pretty late for that, but all right. So we played 3 copies of this card. One thing I will tell you about this deck, I think you'll agree with me on this, is sometimes you don't want to do the discard draw on this.
No, especially with I'm playing the Adventure Engine with it, and just you never resolve the discard. You just make it so more susceptible to other hand traps, especially in this format with cash.
Yeah, just 1600 go direct.
Yep.
And we have triple copies of Whiptail because slapping it on for extra damage or additional material if given the opportunity.
Oh, the banish effect actually came up a couple times today too. Banished 2 or 3 important things. I think I banished a couple big sword soul dudes.
And then we have 1 Ram, so 7 Zeus.
Yeah, and then the 3 Tenkies, so we're playing 10 Zoo names in total.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you only ever want to just see one of them. I mean...
You're not ballsy enough to play Catarist.
No, absolutely not. No, Catarist just doesn't do enough for the deck. You just... Really, I mean, this is just a shell for all the other good stuff that's in the deck.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, once again, you clear off the field so you're able to play the game.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have 3 of this card. I assume that this is meant to make sure that you're able to capitalize and make something or clear up a field so you can...
Yeah, basically, the ideology behind this deck is the Zoo is just kind of your secondary option. More times than not, you just go second, blow out the board, and just, if you don't kill, you just end on... Fenrir Zeus, and more times than not, that's more than enough to end the game.
Now this I'm gonna have to question mark. How was this?
So this is still just something from last format that I was doing. Against Sprite, it's not bad. It does okay against Branded. That was kind of one of the big problems that I had with the deck.
Yeah.
I do not have a very good Branded matchup. And even then, it's still, it still needs a lot more testing. I was originally playing 3 Magnamut, but...
I mean, once again, just getting the search off of this while this gives an immediate out is very important.
Yeah, I bumped the Baldrake to 3 just because you want to see it more times than not. That's the one that you want to see the most, almost, because it does provide you that extra interruption if you get to it.
Makes sense. And then we have some Water Enchantresses, Illegal Knight, and 2 Rights... Draco back and Faithful. So how'd you like the Illegal Knight?
So I really like Illegal Knight more going second, just because it clears the way for your Zeus and all of your Zeus, because you just bounce 2 cards back to your hand, then you just use the Draco back to put the Illegal Knight back in.
Yeah.
So now you don't have to burn the Zeus right away. Like I said, you have the Fenrirs and also the Illegal Knights to just further interrupt before you have to burn your big Zeus.
Did you ever feel like you wanted the 3rd instead of a Water Enchantress? Because this is ashable right now versus this just being an immediate activation.
Yeah, I would definitely play the 3rd right over the Water Enchantress. Water Enchantress is also just nice, though, just because it plays into another body.
That is fair.
And you can just make, IP and all that to just further interrupt.
How do you like this?
Honestly, if I was to play the 3rd right, I would cut the Foolish.
That's fair.
I would just rather have the direct bodies for this deck.
Okay. I see that we have triple Ash Blossom, triple Nibiru. How'd you like these?
These were just MVP. I saw Nibiru, I think, 1 time tonight, and it just cleared a whole Sword Soul board, especially in the side deck.
I already shifted him, so I just slapped away his whole board and everything was banished.
Did you miss having Imperm?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Imperm just does not do enough in this current format. Like, especially against Flu, like, Nibiru has just became so much better against Flu, especially with, like, the barrier statue gone. So, I liked Nibiru. I would continue to play it, absolutely.
Okay. Triple Lightning Storm, the best going second card this deck could actually ever want.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't waste your battle phase, like, evenly.
Yeah, and that, especially for this deck, continue to be able to set up a Zoo.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This card just overperformed completely.
This card says draw some cards, and you just don't care.
Yep.
And then last copy of Monster Reborn.
Yep.
Anything you change in the main?
Like I said, just like the Foolish, I would cut the Foolish, play the third, right.
Makes sense.
Maybe try Infinite Impermanence over, like, the Bestials, and maybe main board, like, Book of Eclipse for the Kashtira matchup and, like, Branded. But
So reduction of Vice deals. Gotcha.
yeah, I would definitely cut the Vice Deals, I think, moving forward. I don't think they really did enough.
Alright, so extra deck stuff. Just 2 Borbos. This irks me so much, but I always want to play the third, but I guess your 10 Zoo names. Ooh, spooky.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, we're just entering we're just entering the deck building phase of just making sure you have multiple names of, like, everything.
Did you ever watch your Borbo get cheese out and you wanted to scoop up your cards and walk away?
Yes, that did happen. I wanted to just throw my deck across the floor.
We have 2 copies of Cheese Ow. 2 Tiger Mortars and 1 Hammer Bong. Pretty normal there for these.
Yeah.
We have 2 Vespinados. How'd you like having the second one of this?
So originally I was playing the Wallow, and I felt like the Wallow just never came up enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know why you'd want to play Wallow in this, because like Bisteel Presence isn't gonna be that much.
Yeah. Plus, more times than not, you want to keep the Bestials on board because they just provide more damage.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, it was nice to have, like, in case I did get Kashtira.
What if I want to play the other Borbo?
Yeah, you could cut one of them for the third Borbo if you really want to.
Alright, so we have the best card in the deck right here, Zeus, the man himself, the legend that literally cleans up fields.
Oh, yeah. Just 4 materials Zeus no one can beat.
Sometimes 6. Now, how'd you like this?
So Dark was... I really haven't made Dark a lot. It is nice against, like, Sprite to just, like, steal one of their dudes, and then, honestly, like, probably one of the more cuttable cards. Like, if you want to play more of the Zoo names, you could cut Dark, but just having it was kind of nice.
What is this doing here?
So that's if you have the extra materials with your adventure token and, like, a spent Fenrir, you can make the IP, and...
So we're winning more.
Oh, yeah, it's a win more, but one of my Kashtira opponents actually banished my Unicorn, and I was like, okay, cool, and then I just slapped down the Zeus again.
Oh, well, I mean, gets the job done, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Side deck, we have the 1 Griffin Rider. This makes sense, especially, you know, since we're focusing on the Illegal Knight for the early pressure.
Yeah, this might move to the main deck just with Kashtira becoming more popular, just so you have an extra target in case of...
How'd you like these?
Honestly, I almost kind of want to just main deck this card. Like, this card just does so much against Kashtira, against Flunder.
Yeah.
Like, just puts in a lot of work because you can just bounce it back and then special it again.
How'd you like these?
Well, my Sword Soul opponent didn't know how to play around this card, so it was pretty nice.
Good. 1 Heartbeast for the Duster for back row. Oh, look, it's some anti-Kashtira fun.
Yep.
Man, I was expecting to see some Sanctums and Scythe. Oh wait, they're banned.
Oh yeah, yes. Those were in the deck last format, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, you just go double trap track, double dimensional barrier. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Honestly, like, if I put Imperm back, the trap trick just gets more value with it as well.
Absolutely. Any real final comments for this?
I mean, just like you said at the beginning, just ignorance turbo.
Ignorance turbo, baby.
You know, is this the best deck in the format?
Stop.
Probably.
Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and yeah, peace out, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.